Okay, so let us start. Thank you for joining. So let me share my screen.
Yep, I can see
So
it.
now the version 1.1 of the guide has been approved, and we have some translations. So I provided the French translation. So the traditional Chinese translation has been updated also. And this morning I received the pull request for the Japanese translation. So thank you very much, Masayo-san.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So let us uh, okay, it says okay, I wanted to approve. So that is good news. So we just need the translation of the simplified Chinese. Okay, so we will update the validator in order to be compliant with the 1.1 version, and also what I already talked about, the next release of the validator will allow recursive validation. Meaning that if you have an SPDX SBOM that has links to other SBOMs, the linked SBOMs will be validated also. So this is being developed, and we are testing, and it should be released soon. Also, as news, last month I said we had discussion with ScanOSS team, and now they have released a version of ScanOSS that is compliant with the OpenChain Telco guide, and they are preparing a blog post to announce it. So,
Mark-Etienne,
yes.
a quick question. Within the industry, because now there's this SBOM merge tools, and now there's we know that there's this SBOM links. Which one is kind of preferred or used more, or do you know? Like linked SBOMs or merged SBOMs?
I
Out
know.
of curiosity, just like because I don't know.
What I have seen is what is generated by Yocto. Yocto uses a big number of linked SBOMs.
Okay, so they are at least using it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Cool.
I don't know what is best. In fact, in some cases, I have seen very big single SBOMs,
Yeah.
which might be difficult to handle. I think when you are assembling when you are assembling software, that is, you build a software and you use components that come from elsewhere. It's probably best that you have an SBOM for the software you develop and link to the dependencies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I can imagine that soon, if merging the SBOMs, it becomes extremely large quite quickly.
yeah.
Yeah, so then the linked SBOM would be better solution, like you said. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes, in fact, I know I provided SBOMs to one of our customers, which was made from several linked SBOMs, and our customer told us that they would prefer to have a single SBOM, but
Okay.
It really it really depends. I'm not sure there is a single way to do it. I think it depends on the context. But yes,
Yeah.
The linked SBOMs is used, as I said, with Yocto. It is the case.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's better to have linked SBOMs than a huge one in some cases. Of course, if you have a smaller software, you can put one SBOM if it's not too big.
And then if you think that you get file or even snippet level SBOM, and then if you start to merge those, I don't know, it becomes, I don't know, let's say few millions of lines, quite easily, I believe.
Yes. The Yocto SBOMs I have worked with, some are quite big, something like 50 megabytes or so.
Yeah. So it's quite crazy. And hold on, because I had another question. So like when you provided this merged SBOM to the customer, you were able to use some of the merge tools which are provided, or do you have some in-house tools for that?
No, the example I was talking about, we had provided the SBOM in the form of several files linked together, and they told us that they would have preferred a single SBOM, but I didn't. At that time, I had tried to several merge tools, but the result was not good.
Okay.
So I did not provide the merge SBOM. Since then, I found the SBOM ASM tool, which
the interlink tool.
The interlink tool,
Yeah.
and this one gives better results, but that was several months after I had provided this SBOM to our customers, so I didn't do it. But
all right, thanks.
Okay, so still on the guide, I had a discussion with Shane. It's in the issues tab. There was a discussion that Shane opened this week. when we had one version of the guide, it was simple. The guide was simply named OpenChain Telco SBOM Guide _EN for English. So with a different suffix for the different languages. Now we have two versions. So Shane was asking the best way to name it. So what I have done for the moment is that I have renamed version 1.0 with 1.0 in the name, and for the new version, the 1.1, I have just put it without the version number. And so what happens is that we have the version without a version. This one is 1.1, but for the Chinese version, it still points the one with no numbering still points to the 1.0, since we don't have the translation for the 1.1. So I wanted to keep a name without the version for the last version, but Shane seemed to disagree and would prefer to have always the version in the name. So I don't know what is the best way. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't have like definite opinion, because like you mentioned that there's the breaking the URL issue. Then if the, let's say, the MD file is referenced from somewhere, and then you have the version number, and yeah, it's a bit tricky. It's tricky question. I think there are like pluses and minuses on both ways.
Yes, one solution I was proposing here was to have both the version name with the version, and to have a name without version that is a copy of the latest version.
Yeah. And then I guess we could have a folder for all the versions. So then on top level, we just have the latest version, maybe without the version number, and then another folder where all the, let's say, 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, then can go. So on the top level, we just have the latest version without the version number, for example.
Okay.
I don't know, like.
Okay, I will. Yes.
I think there are like many ways to do it, and actually, how did we do with the ISO 5230? Can we copy that? Oh, how was it done there? Actually, I don't remember now. Open.
Yes, Shane is also suggesting using folders.
Yeah. So that could be one way too. But how did we do with our specification? ISO 5230. Where is it? Reference.
Okay, with the.
Where's our specification?
Yeah, I'm checking.
I'm checking as well. I cannot find it anymore. View all reports.
Yeah.
So where is it? OpenChain project license compliance. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Yeah, I see it.
So yes, you have folders for the different versions.
Okay, yeah.
Then you have the translations, and then you inside the folder you have
MD and PDF version.
but inside the folder you have the version number in the file name.
Yeah. Even in the folder, yeah.
Yeah. So it's you get it 2 times.
Yeah.
Once in the folder and one in the file name. Okay.
Yeah.
And also the in ISO 5230-2020 folder, the all merged file is So could you go to the ISO folder?
Okay.
Yes.
So there's even that.
And
Yeah.
the latest version is all of latest version is here, I think.
This is kind of the official place for the, and this is now without the version number.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because you have this is the ISO number, and then 2020 is the year of publication.
Yeah.
And here.
And then there's official/en. Yeah, I don't know. This is a bit. Because license compliance specification, then there's slash or the official folder as well. Yeah. So it's a bit confusing. This, and there's duplications here as well. So which I don't really like to have.
Okay.
Because now in within the official/en, there's the 3.0 is there, and we have 3.0 folder as well. So it's.
Yeah.
It's.
Yes, and you have the.
Maybe this is a bit.
Yeah.
We don't have that many versions here. Oh, here we have the deprecated, kind of the old version is there.
Yeah.
Well, in our guide, basically, 1.0 is not really deprecated. It's just old version.
Yeah.
So it's.
Yes,
And
here it's a bit the same. You have you have the 1.1 in the folder name and in the file name.
yeah, so it's
okay. I will.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, one thing like we should avoid duplication, as much as possible. So we don't want to have the same thing many times there, because keeping those up to date is just like mission impossible quite quickly.
Okay,
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, I will. I will try to summarize.
Actually, do we have links in GitHub?
Like symbolic links.
Yeah, like if we could have, let's say on top level, the latest version as a link, and then it kind of links to the whichever is the latest version. I don't know if that's possible, but then kind of the URL to the link that wouldn't change, but then where that links, links to, that would be then different. So that could solve the breaking URLs problem if that's possible. But I don't know. I don't know GitHub that well, or Git that well. Just a thought,
Yes, I can check.
Easy, like GitHub symbolic link.
Okay, I will check.
Because that could solve this breaking URL problem. Okay. Sorry.
No, no problem.
Thinking out loud.
Yeah. So also what happened since last time? There was the last session of the OpenChain SBOM work group. So in the last meeting, I made a presentation of the differences between version 1.0 and 1.1 of the telco guide. So they had asked me to talk about it. So I had made a short presentation on why we have done some modification and updates to the guide. So that was all on my side. So still on the issues, we had a suggestion from Jimmy, but well, since he's not here, it's not the best place to discuss. But he was suggesting to add some instructions for encryption and access control of SBOMs. So I wanted to have 1.1 out, so I thought it was a bit too late to include it in the 1.1, but it's something that we could discuss if people have an interest on that.
I'm just reading this suggestion. So I think makes sense, But yeah, I think it depends on the type of the SBOM that if encryption is needed or not. Because if it's, let's say, something public, then why bother? But if it's something that needs to be kept in secret, then of course makes a lot of sense. But on the other hand, if it's something that's not public, then normal whatever data security says already that it needs to be encrypted in transit and at rest anyway. So basically, within the organization, if there's anything that is not if there's anything that's not or should not be public, then every time when it's transmitted or at rest, it should or must be encrypted anyway. So I think SBOM kind of falls into that category anyway, or can fall into that category. So what do you think?
Yes, it seems.
It's a bit redundant in that sense to mention that, hey, by the way, if you have a proprietary SBOM, you must encrypt that. It's because it's anyway the data security policies of the organizations, they should say that already, that anything that's not public must be encrypted in transit and that's at rest. If that makes sense. Or if I made sense. No, I had some comments there. What? When was this? February? Okay. What did I write there?
Yes.
Well, I just wrote what I just said. I'm just repeating myself again.
Yeah. That's consistent.
At least I didn't change the message between February 20th and now.
Okay, so do you have other things to discuss?
I think I got all my questions answered already, so thanks for those.
Okay, Masahiro-san, do you have?
No, thank you.
Okay.
どうもありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
Okay, so let us close.
28 minutes back.
Thank you for joining.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Merci.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.